Hi folks, Serenity here, and I'm doing a quick video today on the subject of love versus lust. This is something that many of us kind of struggle with at some point or another in our lives, as long as you're in the dating world or, in a relationship with someone. At some point you kind of wonder, what's the difference? So, in my opinion, lust is something that is more superficial. Lust really looks at the physical attributes of a person and is turned on or attracted to it in a more physical sense. Lust looks for its own self-gratification. Lust is really a selfish kind of thing. It cares about what it can get from someone else. And really, we know that early in any relationship, lust is important. It plays a big role in our leading up to having a more committed relationship, because most of us really end up with a person based on these physical attributes, based on a person's body, based on a person's smile, a person's good looks, based on sometimes even a person's amount of money, a person driving a nice car, a person's ability to buy you nice things or whatever. I mean, for me, that part wasn't really an issue, but physical lust really is important. But when you go deeper now into a relationship, that lust is not sustainable. That lust is not going to lead to a wonderful, successful, long-term relationship, because, like I said, it's selfish. It's in it for what it can get from the other person. So now, what is love then? The question is, what is love? Love, to me, is the exact opposite. Love is the actual caring for the person's inner beauty, caring for that inner being, caring for about the potential that that person has within. Love really wants to make that other person happy instead of itself, more so. Love is interested in the mind and soul and heart of the other person. Now, I feel like lust is very important. And I also feel like compatibility is equally as important, because I think lust and love are important to a relationship. One for a shorter term than the other. Love is important for a longer term relationship. But compatibility is what really leads to that great, awesome chemistry, leads to that emotional chemistry, that physical, sexual chemistry. Compatibility, because you're able to relate to one another more, so you can share in equal things, equal benefits with each other. You have this feeling now that you're connected, kind of in a soulful kind of way, at a deeper kind of way. So if a person now, speaking on the topic of love, if a person now, say, loses their job, their car's been repossessed, they've gained 50 pounds, or all of the above, love can see beyond all of that, and love wants to help the other person to get by, to get past that level. Love knows the potential that the other person has and is going to strive to do all that it can to make that other person happy, to do what it can to assist in their reaching a higher level. So love to me is the long haul. Love is committed. Love is committed to actually the happiness of the other person. And it's not to say you're giving up yourself. You care about yourself. Of course you want the best for you as well, but you also want the best for the other person, because you are connected in a sense. Whereas lust is really in it for a moment's pleasure. Lust is temporary. Lust looks for self-gratification. Lust doesn't really care what you're going to do next year about your long-term goals or whatever. Lust just wants it now. I mean now. So this is where a blurred line takes place in many relationships, because one person may be in lust, whereas the other person is in love and would do anything for that other person, but the feelings aren't reciprocated because they haven't really been able to decipher between the two. So now if you are in love, you know that this is going to manifest more of that love in your relationship and in your life, because you're not focusing on the negatives, you're not focusing on what this person cannot give you. You're focusing on what the two of you bring to the table, what both of you can share in developing and advancing this relationship, evolving to a higher place as two beings coming together as one. Love versus lust. So if you have some feedback, I'd like to hear your feedback on what you think is the difference between love and lust. So peace and love, a little bit of lust. That can't hurt, right? But just knowing where to draw the line. So I'll be back. Bye.